I'm Julio Hernandez, and I'm a business owner, window tint instructor, and aviation enthusiast. On this YouTube channel, you can join me as I give you tips and tricks that I've learned over the years.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. My name is Julio Hernandez, and I am going to be doing a new video today talking about the 5 reasons to not learn window tinting. So in the previous video, I told you guys I was going to be making another one, and the reason I'm making this video is because I don't want to just give you all positives. I want to also show you guys the negatives to the industry as well. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Julio Hernandez, and I own a window tint shop. I'm also an instructor. We do a 3-day course. We have our online training, and we also are in the distribution side of the business, but we are not distributing right now. However, new products are coming soon. So what are my 5 reasons to not learn window tinting? Number 1, it's a very stressful learning curve. So everyone knows this if you've tried window tinting. It looks super easy in the videos, but once you actually get into it, it is very, 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 very hard to get a clean install. Window film is super sensitive, cars are very sensitive, and if you're not trained properly and you don't have the right slip solution, the right film, and you don't know how to work with like German cars or difficult cars in general, you're gonna have a really, really, really hard time learning how to window tint. So it's a very, very, very stressful learning curve. It's gonna take you between 6 months to a year to really get the hang of it. I get a lot of people who ask like, hey, after I complete your course, am I gonna be like a professional? I can do any car? It's like, of course not. That's not how any skill works, right? So it's gonna take between 3, 6, 9, 12 months to get proficient and to be able to understand and work with a lot of different makes and models. So any skill is gonna take that learning curve. So if you can get past that learning curve, you're gonna feel like this is very easy eventually. Okay, topic number 2 is picky customers. So this one is probably one of the most annoying ones. Definitely, this is something you got to pay attention to as well. So especially when you're first starting, if you don't have a waiver, liability form, realistic expectations set for your customer, you're going to get extremely picky customers, and that's just part of the industry. So if you are on the higher end and you're charging more, people expect the install to look really good, right? So if you do get picky customers, you got to know how to deal with it, how to prevent issues, and how to set up realistic expectations. I've had people who've like left 1-star reviews over like a couple specks of dust or like a tiny light gap in a quarter panel on like a 2005 Honda. So literally people have, and it's weird people, right? So it's people who are not, like if I go get my car tinted, I don't even look at the car. Like when I did get my car tinted before I learned window tinting, I was like, oh wow, it's dark, it looks good. I didn't even think about going up to it and like, what is this or what is that? Like, so there are people who are like that, and that's the unfortunate side of the industry. You're gonna have people, especially if you don't know how to feel them and know what they're saying, or know how to identify a picky customer, you're gonna have a really hard time. So it took me a couple years to know how to identify a picky customer, but now I know how to avoid them, and also I set up a realistic expectation with images and video, or just specifically with images, to avoid any issues with that client. So as of right now, we have greatly reduced this and we hardly deal with it anymore. Okay, so topic number 3, do not like working alone. So this industry is, you're working either alone or with 1 or 2 other guys most of the time. So if you like to be a social person and work with a ton of people, then you're gonna have to pick a different career or a different skill, because this career you are working alone most of the time. Some people thrive off of that, some people don't like it. If you're an extrovert, this is not the best job in my opinion. You definitely need to realize that you're going to be alone most of the time. So that's the unfortunate side. Obviously you have customer interactions here and there, but it's very short, and you also don't want to get too close with your customers. Okay, number 4, hiring is difficult. So I think this is any trade, but specifically with window tinting, you have to train your guys in-house if you want to have good employees. If you are trying to hire guys in general just from the industry, they do have more entitlement, they want to get paid more. I've seen people have compensation plans of like 40%, and personally, I think that's one of the hardest parts. I haven't struggled with it very much because we trained in-house. Hiring is very difficult. So I imagine once you have 10, 15, 20 guys, then it gets really, really complicated. So hiring for sure is a difficult part of this business. Either work alone or have one trustworthy guy. Okay, and number 5, which I think is the most important one, is that the winters are rough. So if you don't have a CRM, Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, a busy street, a dealership, if you don't have all of these like in place and you're just relying on word of mouth traffic, your winters are going to be horrible. So if you don't want to invest into learning those skills or hiring someone to do those skills or to run those ads or to do those things for you, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Winters are horrible and they last, especially here in the north. I mean, it's California, but we do have long winters. Everyone does, from November all the way till like March. It's slow. So slow compared to, the rest of the year. So winters are very rough. We are actively trying to better that every year by running specials during the winter, lowering our prices, getting people in and upselling them when they get here. So we always try to avoid that as much as possible, and we're getting better at it every year. COVID, the pandemic happened, so that did kind of, that wasn't normal. So this winter will be the first one where we get to experience that. So if you guys, the first step in that, guys, is to go check out my video on Thryv. So Thryv CRM, you can actually set up at least so that way people can find you. It's a CRM system and software. It's so people can find you when they're looking for you. But if you're not even in the top 3 or you can't be found anywhere locally or you're on the second page of Google, you're going to struggle a lot to acquire leads and to stay busy, especially even during the summer. Okay, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Julio. If you guys are interested in signing up for our courses, click the links below and we would love to see you on the other side. So have a good day, guys.